Hello everybody, what's up? Playable Guy 5 here, and today we have the 2024 Halloween display. And yeah, this thing is pretty kick-ass. I think it's a lot better than last year. As I said before, I didn't like all the classics last year. I thought it was no variety and whatnot. People know how I somewhat feel about classics. I like some in small quantities, but too much doesn't look too good anymore. But here we have the 2024 lineup. There is things from every year. There's something here for everybody. We're going to start all the way over here and work our way all the way down there. There's a lot of stuff going on this year. There is less than last year. It's just spread out, so it looks like it's a lot still. And we're going to come all the way over here and start off in the back. And I spaced stuff out enough that you can see stuff from different angles. Like if you're walking down from over here, you can see the father-son duo of the Pumpkin Jeepers Creepers Pumpkin Reaper. Some of these do not have reviews. I am sorry for that, like the BJ's Light Show here that I mentioned in one video. Sorry there's no review on it. Again, when I took that break for a bit, I thought I was going to leave. And I just didn't have time this whole week. I was going to post a couple more videos up until Halloween. I'm sorry, I didn't have time. But here's the BJ's Light Show here. I got this off a marketplace a while ago from a liquefied pallet person for like 90 bucks. And then we come back here. We're going to go row by row throughout the back. But you see, everything is spread out and nothing's scrunched in. It doesn't look shitty. I have people drive by and stuff. And here's the Witch Trio from Home Depot years back. I did not do a video on this either, which sucks, because I paid like 40 bucks for this on Mercari months ago, and I really like this thing. It's such a great witch design. I like this one. I like that BJ's one with sound and animation, but I think that one has a little bit too much going on with it, so I think I like this one a little better. And then next, as you see, back 2 years later, back from the grave, Thriller Pumpkin, which this is the 2-song versions of the one song I used to have. There he is, shining bright. I wasn't sure if I was going to use him or not this year, but there he is, looking great. And then also in the front, you have the Vulture with the turning head, which I did not do a video on this either. Sorry about that. I wanted to get the cooler ones out first that no one's like seen a lot of videos on, so I just didn't do some of these. This Vulture's great. This thing has marked up. This thing has went up in price and value quite a bit, honestly. And then over here, it's a little close to them, but it's fine. It's Halloween night. People like a lot of things out here. So a couple things did go out actually today, October 30th. It's 11:30 while I'm doing this video, so it's about to be Halloween. But I put the prototype rocket biker out here. I didn't want to leave them out for the whole month. Like I said, for rarer stuff, I'm trying to use them sparingly. So the stagecoach is also not out here. I'll post a picture of it out on the driveway on Halloween. I don't want to ruin the absolute shit out of that thing, especially after I dropped almost over $400 for it. But there's the rocket biker in all of his glory. The prototype of it looking great and fabulous. I actually changed all the bulbs out to LED C7s on this one, the Vulture, and I believe the Mantis over there, which there's no video on that either. And his kaleidoscope is broken on that, but we'll get into that in a bit. In the store when I do the reviews, some of these are going to get reviews, not all of them. Like, I didn't really do any 2024 reviews, but this is one of the ones I got. Not on clearance. I paid the full, I think it was like $50, which is horse shit. That is a terrible deal for this. But I had extra money, and I thought this thing was funny. That kind of rhymed. I don't like cutesy stuff, but I really like this thing, especially in Florida. There's a lot of people around here. My next door neighbor loves this thing. He drinks beer out the ass like this. So here for the booze, I thought this one was funny and great. I love the drinking ones like that. Like, you know, I have the giant wine lovers scene from Home Depot last year. And then over here, we have this scary couple. You have the Execution Pumpkin Reaper, which I did do a video on this guy, I believe. I did do a video on him. I believe I did. Don't quote me on that. I think I did. If not, there will be. And then the cat from last year is back again. He is the first one here making a return from last year. There's only a couple things that are making a return, and I'm putting those out. But here's the Canadian cat. I was trying to sell him for a bit, but I ended up giving up on it. I had like 4 people interested, but everyone fell through. And this guy was going to buy it for a high price-ish, but I ended up not wanting to get rid of it. He's been put out here 2 days ago. He's been out for only 2 days. I don't want to wear him out, especially being all black and how special he is and rarity. He's still working great a year later. And then the Mantis, which there's no review on it. Sorry about that, ran out of time. His kaleidoscope is dead. There will be a review after the holidays. of Halloween and when we start getting into the months where there's not going to be a lot of reviews, like January. I'll explain why that's broken, but he lights up good with this thing, actually, that I got today at Walmart for 80% off at my store. Walmart has been 80% off in my store for some reason. I had a friend who lives in PA, Trevor. His store is only 25% off all their shit. But I grabbed this at 80% off. Apparently, it's made by Gemmy. I didn't even know they were making this. But this thing is great. And, of course, the LEDs are looking weird on camera a little bit. But this thing is bright. There's 2 spiders here with green. Me and my mom and my girlfriend went to Walmart today to go pick up candy. And I said, well, I have some money with me. Let's see what else is on clearance. I grabbed something the day before, which we'll get into that over there. And this is made by Gemmy. Apparently, the box said Gemmy on it, Gemmy 2024. I did not know they were making this at all. I don't think anyone did. But this is really $100. I paid $30 for this, which is insane. $100 is not a bad deal either. You know, I like to get stuff sometimes that are not inflatables. I don't want them to be the only things in my yard anymore, so. And then here is another return from last year. The Stagecoach, well, not Stagecoach, carriage. And this might be the last year of it because it's getting a little annoying now. The horse keeps falling over, although it's not thinning. His legs are skinny, so it's getting a little repetitive and annoying coming out here and fixing it all day. His legs are just really skinny, and it's just a defect with that. And there's the pumpkin. And then over on the back wall side here, we have the Undertaker from last year, another return. And this thing is amazing. And then if I go under this rope here, as you saw, the 16-foot colossal Jeepers Pumpkin Creeper, Grimace Pumpkin Reaper, sorry. Grimace Pumpkin Reaper, looking mighty and tall. And over on the back wall here, you have the Ghoul Trio from BJ's a couple years back. No video on this either, I'm sorry. This thing was great, I just forgot to do a video. I thought I made it, but I looked at my camera and I didn't. And he has a a kaleidoscope with multi-lighting, and this thing inflates tight. Let me tell you what, I will not be getting rid of this anytime soon. This thing's insane. If you can find one, I recommend it. But there'll be a video review on that at some point. And then the last one on the back wall of the main yard is the Reaper with the Lantern. I don't know if there's a video on this. This came out the year before the Executioner Pumpkin Reaper, which is back this year at Home Depot, which is awesome. This thing is great. All these are LED C7s and the Executioner Pumpkin Reaper. And there's Vulture with Fuzzy on his neck. This thing is great. I always wanted this one. I never got a chance to get it. And then you come to the garden area here. Another return from last year. You have the Spooky Tree. This will probably be his last year, and I will wrap him up and retire him after this year, because I don't think he'll fit with anything anymore, and I think it's time to get a new tree. Maybe the same one, I don't know. I just think it'll be time to let him go. I just think at the end of this year, nothing's wrong with him, but I think it'll just be time to let him go. I don't think he'll fit anymore next year. And then you saw a review on this earlier in the year. You have Mr. Chimes here, the Symbol Monkey from Walmart. This thing is great. I put him over here. It looks great. You can see him all the way from the road because everything is spread out this year. I just didn't really see a spot for him main in the yard, but he will not be going after this year. And then, hot take on this one. I know a lot of people like this. I paid 20 bucks for this off a friend. This thing was expensive when it came out. I honestly really like this thing. It is growing on me. I don't like the time for a coffin break in the front of it, but honestly, the more you see it, it's really not annoying. I know people don't like the cheesiness, but, you know, I don't like a lot of cutesy designs, but this one, I wouldn't even say this one's cute. It's not like over-the-top cutesy and ridiculously kawaii and stuff like that, but it's really cool. I like the Christmas lights. It inflates really tight, and for 20 bucks, I couldn't say no. And he fits right there, and he's perfect. And then you have Stitch here. He wasn't a plant in the yard. He just kind of fit here. He was small. And my girlfriend likes Lilo and Stitch, so she loves Stitch, and that's kind of why I threw him here. Just I thought it was a nice gesture. Over here's another 2024. My mom picked this one out. I bought this for her. She named him Heifer. Heifer the cow. And whenever she likes something, I make sure I get it for her. Whenever she likes something. And there's that. And then all the other stuff on the porch. I got that pumpkin at Lowe's. 50% off. And then the cauldron over there I made with an old pot and green bubbling lights. And a frog and an old stick from a rake. And my black cat blow mold. That's everything over on this side of the yard. Going to take a little trip to the other side, the side yard. And over here, we'll start from the back. We'll start from the back over here, but you saw the video out. Sorry about that, what the hell? You saw the video on the BJ's Three-Headed Dragon. I wanted to get this video out because it was one of the coolest ones I have in the yard. I wanted to get this video out before I did the review of this out before I did this video. I had to get this out immediately, and it was the last thing before Halloween. I had to get this out before spoiling it in the display. It's so cool. I don't see a lot of reviews on it. It's definitely the best dragon I think they've ever made. It's insane. There's so much going on with it. And the Pirate Chip is a returner from last year. This yard on this side does have a couple of returners. He's returning from last year. Pirate Chip from Lowe's. The Fortune Teller has returned from last year also. Nice to see him back. And from the year before. It's his third season being used here in the yard. He's still going pretty strong. And then over here, one of my favorite things, I started finally doing scenes now that I have room and stuff and good designs to do it with. Here's the graveyard. All of these, I don't know what the hell's going on in my voice. What the fuck? But all these tombstones were from Home Depot. And it originally started with me liking the Whispering Tombstone. I'm so happy I got it. These are all hard plastic. And there's just a bunch of body parts and stuff around here. This is hard plastic. They all are, and they're very tough. That one is very heavy. For $40 for that thing was insane. And then the Reaper with the lantern, his light kind of fell out over there. This is the one that Sterling gave me last year. He's back again for the cemetery theme right out behind the gates. And then there is a cemetery archway back again. I do not think he'll be going next year, because although the Reaper is shot, I pinned up his head and his scythe to his head. So now he looks fine. And the archway is still going strong, no thinning on the gray. I've checked it here and there. Still going strong on that part. And then yes, I've red spotlights on all of this. And a little reference right here. If you know where that's from, you know. And then here's the custom Headless Horseman light show. I did not do a video on this either, so this one's kind of spoiled. Sorry about that. I posted a thing on a community post a while ago that I bought this. And it was obvious the crime scene was going to get discontinued from the theme, well, from the displays last year. He was already really bad. So I ripped everything out of that and put it in here, basically. And because I thought this was a light show, and I love this Headless Horseman scene. He will not be going anywhere. He will be staying with me. And this thing is great, and that works out great. That sound, and it looks amazing. He is part of the graveyard, and so is the Spooky Tree over here. No review on this either. Sorry, ran out of time, and it came here a little late. But that's the 12-foot Spooky Tree from At Home. He is one of the only things I have from At Home, actually, I believe, if not the only. I had friend Trevor go pick this up for me. But that thing is great. I don't know how many years it's going to last me. It's all black. He might get really messed up. He has a red spotlight on him because he doesn't light up great. And then over here, now, funny enough, this is actually a lot of people passing by his favorite. The ambulance. People is loving this one. I don't know why. It's not one of my favorite ones. I like it a lot, but I was considering getting rid of it before the display even started because I was worried I wasn't going to have room if I spaced stuff out enough. But everything is spaced out great and it looks nice. And yeah, he works fine. I will be keeping him after the year is over because people love this thing. And then the last one in the yard was just put up today. That I also got with the spider on clearance, 80% off. I paid about $30 for this, the Magic Cat. I said this a while ago. I liked it. Again, I don't like cutesy designs, but this thing is so cool. I was talking to another friend who likes it also. It is so cool. I like cats. I have 3 of them. And it's so weird and funky. And you know I like the weird designs, like literally this thing in front of me. Like, you know I like the weird designs, and this was screaming my name. But at $84, that was a hell no for that. Walmart with prices because of certain people in the world right now. Yeah, that was a little too much. I didn't know it was going to be any on clearance. Actually, there's a lot of inflatables at my store still. There was like 5 of him and a bunch of other things. Werewolves. The lady with the crystal ball, which is my other favorite one. I might get that on clearance. But he sadly won't be only out here for almost 24 hours. There is 4 C7s in him, which is a little low, but he lights up really good besides that head because he is black. Doesn't light up great, but this thing is pretty nice and tight. And one other little thing, because I will do a review on him before I take him down. His hand is full house. His hand's a full house, and there is an A hidden in the top of his hat, stuffed up there. But this is the end of 2024's Halloween. I think if there was anything I would change about this, I don't think there would be anything for the most part. I think I like how everything turned out. I actually really love the art this year. It fit my vision perfectly of what I wanted to do. And I hope everyone's loved it. I have the band in the garage this year. There will be a separate video at some point before I take that down, because that is the first thing that does come down before everything outside. The band starts getting taken apart on Halloween night after 8 o'clock. So I can have room to pull all these in and let them dry out from the rain that's in them. Some are going to be easy, some are not. But there's a Thriller pumpkin singing. It's a little lower because his soundbox is in a Ziploc bag. The BJ's Light Show one just absolutely screams its ass off. That thing is loud and echoey, but thank you everyone for watching. And this is such a great display. I think you all will agree this is better than last year's. I love it because I actually love everything in this yard. And I know some I'm going to have to say goodbye to at the end of the year. And other ones to make space for new ones is going to be a little tough. But I won't be getting rid of anything just yet. I'll have to think about it. But I will see you guys all in the next couple of videos leading up to the Thanksgiving reviews, because I have 2 so far. I will see you guys in the next videos. Have a happy Halloween. Thanks for sticking around. This year is great. I can't wait to see all of your other displays. Link them in the comments, and I'll go take a look at them. See y'all. Peace.